Greetings, Star Wars fans. Got another video review for you today, and I'm really excited to bring you this toy. This is something that I have anxiously been waiting for to arrive in the mail, and I finally have it. This is the Kenner 1983 Star Wars Return of the Jedi Y-Wing Fighter. I've always wanted a Y-Wing in my current collection, and I was kind of on the fence about which one I should get, and I looked at all of them that are available, and honestly I wasn't impressed with the Power of the Force Y-Wing for a lot of reasons. One of them being because the droid is a molded in piece to the ship, and I was kind of on the fence between the vintage collection and the original trilogy collection. I like the way the OTC Y-Wing looks, and I was on eBay and I saw this auction, and I got in on it, and I won it at a really great price, and I couldn't be happier. This is the first vintage item in my collection of toys since I've started collecting again, and I am just really proud to have this ship, and I couldn't be more excited. So let's get right into the review. Now, there's a couple of variations in the sizes of the Y-Wings between this one, the Power of the Force, the OTC, and the vintage. I think this one's probably the larger one out of the group. It's about 22.1 inches long from the tip of the laser cannons to the tip of the thruster vanes on the rear. It's 10.9 inches wide, and from the base of the front landing strut to the top of the ion cannon on top of the canopy, it is 5.7 inches tall, and it weighs about 2.2 pounds, and it just looks phenomenal. I really like the way it looks. I like the gold paint on it for the Gold Squadron, and let's go ahead and take a look at it. So up front, the first thing you see are the two laser cannons. These are removable actually, and I'm considering maybe super gluing them in place so that they don't come out. I'm aware that you can buy parts on eBay, but I'm just not into doing that. I really like the fact that this ship arrived complete minus the box and instructions, and I was able to go on Jedi Temple Archives and get the instructions for it. So I'm really pleased with it, because I wouldn't have kept it in the box anyway. I've got it displayed on a shelf. So it looks really fantastic. And I think the laser cannons on this one are actually longer than some of the ones in the newer molds, just from looking at them. And you know, the canopy actually opens to the side. The figure will fit inside of it. And you know, this was the first Y-Wing that Kenner did for the 3.75 inch action figures. In the late 70s, I think they did the die-cast ones. I had a couple of those as a kid, but this was the first one designed specifically for the figures to fit in. And the canopy will just close back down. Now, this is the pivoting ion cannon, and when you press the button, the turret's supposed to rotate. I don't really care for that feature, but it does make the laser cannon sound as well. The button is back here on the aft, and where the button is located, this is actually on the ship, the deflector shield generator. That's where that round part is. So you can see it trying to move, and you can hear the laser sound. So that's really cool. Moving to the rear, you have the astromech port, and either R2-D2 or R5-D4 from the original line would fit in here, and I presume probably most of all of the more modern droids would fit in there as well, as long as they're R2 or R5 unit. Behind the astromech port right here is an orange button, and if you press that button, the proton bomb will release from the small clip on the bottom of the ship. This button here is for the landing gear. You slide it back to retract the landing gear, push it forward to extend it, and push it all the way forward to lock the landing gear in place. And of course, this is the button for the laser cannon. So the ship is really nice, and you can see that this one's in really good shape. The engine struts are all there. There's a couple over here that are just slightly bent, but that's not a real issue. The thrusters are in good shape. The vanes are in good shape. And all the way around, it just looks really fantastic. And on the bottom again, right here is the battery compartment that holds 2C batteries. And you can see the detail on the bottom of the landing skids here. And this one's kind of flat, but these have the pads on them for landing on rough terrain. And you can see here the repulsor lift detail here. Those are the vanes for the repulsor lifts midway across the ship. So it's got a lot of intricate detailing that lends itself to customizers if they so choose to paint it. But I'm not going to do anything to this ship other than get a accurate pilot, and I'm probably going to put an R5 astromech in it. But it looks really, really phenomenal. I'm really impressed with this ship. I've always loved the Y-Wings. You know, they're used more as a bomber and as a strike fighter versus superiority fighter. They're not designed for that role. The X-Wings are. And you know, you see them attacking the Star Destroyers in Return of the Jedi, making strafing runs on the deflector shield generators on top of the bridge of the ship. And that's primarily what they're designed to do. They're not designed for space superiority, although they can go head-to-head with other starfighters if need be. But these ships are heavily shielded. They're heavily armed. And along here on the actual ship, on either side of the axis, would be the Proton torpedo launchers. And there's a magazine for them located here on the inside of the ship. And the generator for the ion cannon is located back here. And the hyperdrive unit is located here. And where these round cone sections are on the front of the engines on either side, this is actually the sensor housing array. That's what's located in the ship here. So again, I mean, really, really nice looking ship, very large toy. If you don't have one in your collection, I would get one. I got this one at a really, really great deal for about $45 plus shipping, and they normally sell for well over $100. So again, if you have an opportunity to pick these up, do so. And I hope you enjoyed the review. May the Force be with you.